Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about the news, we'll talk about Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, issues surrounding cryptocurrency in the news. I'm going to move crypto around for you guys as usual so that you can see step-by-step demonstrations. I should remind everyone that this is not an investment forum. I don't usually take questions like, what do you think about Coin X? This is more a technical support for those of you who might be having trouble moving your crypto around or getting set up with a certain type of wallet or something of that nature. So without further ado, let's jump in over here. All right, guys, welcome here. Next to the rig. Got the screen going. Live stream's up. Everything seems to be okay. I got some weird message from YouTube about the stream being faster or slower than it needed to be, or something like 2 seconds before it started. Anyway, I would like to point out that I got, and this is like, I must have put a drink on it. It got kind of wrinkled. I got this beautiful thank you from Ledger for all the support that I've given them over the years, and they've given me a special 20%. We can get it into focus there. 20% off code for my friends and people that follow this YouTube channel. It's in the description below. So let's jump over to that real quick. Just going to show you real quick down in the description below. If you look here, I've got my Ledger affiliate link as usual, and then I've got my personal checkout code where you can save 20% on a Ledger Nano X. Now, I do believe that this is only on the Ledger Nano X. I invite you to try it out, maybe on some other products, but I'm pretty sure it says that it's only for Ledger Nano X. Let's try this. And just to show you how it works, so if you were to, come on now, here we go. If you were to add one to your cart, okay, it's in there. I guess it was in there from before. And then check out. Before you have to fill in any address information, you can paste in that code there and just make sure that it works. It's going to take that $119 down to $95. I haven't tried it on multiples of Ledger Nano X. I haven't tried it on anything else. Like I said, they specifically said it was for the Ledger Nano X. So, all of you who haven't bought one for your Christmas friends that want to dive into crypto, or you haven't bought another one for yourself or a backup or whatever, that's my Christmas present to you guys. 20% off. If you missed their 40% off sale last week. But this, I don't know how long it's good for. I don't know how many uses are on it, but, more power to you. So anyway, I got a little off track. Let's go back over here. Let's pop out chat so I can say hello to everybody. There were some people here early, and I responded to them. So I usually try to get this thing set up a day ahead of time, but not always. Sometimes I don't get it set up until the day of, a few hours before. Lincoln Continental is here. Work email is here, telling me I'm shilling coins. I try not to. I think I had answered a question about XRP earlier, if that's what he meant by shilling. I do talk about Bitcoin, of course. He's a Bitcoin maximalist, it looks like. Not a big fan of Ethereum. That's okay. We all have our opinions. All right, and Scott is here. Good. You had said earlier that you may not be able to make it, so I'm glad you're here right now. You may have to leave early to go check on a pie or something that's in the oven. That's cool. Buddy Love is here. Cake is up 50.5% for the week. We can check in on a pancake swap. Carl Saratoga, first time. Good to have you. Grand Illusion from Idaho, a repeat viewer. I'm always happy to have Grand Illusion here. Mr. David is here. Ledger Nano X firmware update complete 12/5/20. Thank you. Won't know if I've messed up these two devices till I cash out, but I know who to call. Yeah, you can always, and I encourage everyone to, you're going to get practice if you're the type of person that buys crypto like on a weekly basis, or when they get paid, squirrel away a little money into crypto on a periodic type of basis. You should get in the habit and have practice moving your crypto from the exchange to your ledger. And that's great. But you should also occasionally try moving it from your ledger somewhere else. So we'll do a little bit of that tonight. You can move it within wallets in your ledger just to practice if you want to. It will cost you a little bit of money for Bitcoin fees or whatever cryptocurrency blockchain you're moving around on. There's always a built-in charge for moving crypto. That's how the system functions, right? That's what keeps it working. Are the transaction fees. It's a peer-to-peer community project, right? So yeah, I want to use Bitcoin. It's free to use. I need to get my hands on some first. It's pretty much free to use, but in order to support the people that are providing the infrastructure, there is a fee system built in. So you're always going to have a little bit of fees, but don't fret. It's not a lot. But it's a good idea to keep in practice. So you got $5,000 worth of Bitcoin sitting in your ledger, and you're not really sure how to move it back to the exchange and cash it out. Maybe you should practice a little bit so that when the time comes and you're ready to do it, it's not, terrifying, right? Move some crypto back and forth. We'll do it today. Always be good to be in practice, Mr. David. Scott Lee, Christian Rojahim's here. A lot of people in the stream tonight. I hope I don't miss anybody. I would like to address towards the end of last week's stream, there was a little bit of hubbub. People were trying to very nicely, point out, let's do it this way, that there was someone who had asked a question and left a tip, and I didn't answer their question. And they were kind of like, hey, so-and-so asked a question, and you didn't answer it. So I wanted to sort of revisit that. This is last week. It was in the reason I'm pulling this up is because, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, let me see. Maybe I can't find it now. I get spammed a lot. There are so much spam in your YouTube channel. It's exhausting to try to delete these. Like all these people that do these big analysis, and then they have all these bots that reply to them. Great, and whatever. It's just spam, man. We'll talk about spam tonight. Anyway, yeah. So someone, and I can't remember the name of the person, had asked a question in the chat and had tipped me. And he asked me about this GSX token, and I addressed his question. I looked it up. I couldn't really find much about it. Didn't know much about it. I guess he followed up with another question, I think. And then at one point when everyone was asking me about it, I scrolled back up, and somehow he had, I guess, increased the amount of the tip from 10 to 20 and then changed the question in that same field. So I wasn't aware of it. But he was asking me about a scam coin anyway. So I just wanted everyone to know that, I did my best to address his question. I'll always do my best to address your questions. But if you're asking me how to, about a scam coin, there's not much I can do about that. If you lost money, I don't know anybody to call to get your money back. I mean, that's how crypto is. It's kind of a buyer beware ecosystem. It's just like any scam, right? if it's a real estate scam or, a phone scam, or they're telling you they're from the IRS and you believe them and give them your bank account, that's all, that's scam, right? So anyway, another thing I'll also point out, which is very distressing to me, is that when I watch my live streams the next day and I see people in the chat window making comments and maybe asking questions that I missed, there is no way for me to contact them. I've tried so many different ways. You can click on their name and pull up, a pop-up, but it doesn't say reply or anything like that. So please, guys, if you ask a question in the live stream and I miss your question, then put it in the comments down below in the video. I can reply to those directly to you. So if I miss you tonight, just leave a comment down below the video and I'll get back to you, right? So anyway, I just wanted to address that before we move too much further. And then, as always, there's a lot of promo stuff in the video description down below. My Ledger affiliate link and this Ledger Live coupon code that I mentioned. Also, I was in a testimonial called Ledger Decoded, which was I don't say register now. I thought you could just watch it. But it was kind of a webinar that they gave, and they asked me to give a testimonial for Ledger Live, which was really tough for me because they wanted it to be a minute or a minute and a half. And my first attempt at a short testimonial for Ledger Live was 9 minutes long after I got done recording. I was like, dude, I can't give a testimonial for Ledger Live in a minute and a half. But I managed to do it, and I redid it. I cut it down as much as I could. But it's in the Ledger Decoded. I just make a surprise appearance, I guess. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. And then, of course, all the other affiliate links, the Crypto.com. We'll probably talk a little bit about Crypto.com tonight. I did a video for them earlier. We got the Kraken, we got the Brave, we got the Binance US, the Coinbase, Mastering Bitcoin link. It's free to read. Got a bunch of links for DeFi sites if you're not in to the DeFi yet. Got a bunch of Binance Smart Chain links for Binance Smart Chain. We got links to a bunch of my DeFi videos. We've got links to all of the news stories that I'm going to cover tonight, and some of my top Ledger videos. So a lot of good stuff down in the description below. A lot of goodies for you guys, so check those out. Let's jump into the news. The first story is about Bitcoin price and charts and trading and all that stuff. And I've been doing this for like 3 years, and I started it in 2017. I mean, not the live stream. I think the live stream started in 2018, and it was my answer to the crypto depression of the crypto winter. What was happening to me was I was getting depressed about the price of the crypto market and wasn't doing videos. And I think that there were some times where I went like a month, maybe a month and a half without posting one video on my YouTube channel. And so I made a commitment to myself to do these live streams, and I started those out in 2018, and we're still doing them every week to the best of my ability. But during all that time, we talked about charts and ups and downs and analysis, and I forget all these terms that they use, like resistance and support and all that stuff. And and I've said this many times, if anybody knew exactly where the market was going to go next, it wouldn't be a market, right? There is always an unknown factor as to whether the price of Bitcoin will go up or down, right? But there are a lot of people charting and analysis and all this. And so it's one of those stories. I always try to put one of these stories in here. The price of Bitcoin is like, right now, it's like just over 19. And it's been around 19 for about a week, 2 weeks now. But this is an article that some of the traders are nervous because it keeps getting rejected at 19.5. Monday, I believe, was when it hit it's one of its all-time highs. There were several exchanges which set the all-time high of Bitcoin at a certain price. I always think of it as 20,000, but there were some cryptocurrency exchanges that had the all-time high of Bitcoin set at like 1975 or 1985 or whatever it was, and we broke that on Monday, right? So that was a big deal. There was a lot of articles saying that Bitcoin has once again broken its all-time high. It hasn't broken out above it yet, which is kind of disappointing, but it has been hovering around 19,000. So this is a pretty good article. Talks about the pros and cons of where they think it's going to go. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? And we all hang on these stories. And I was mentioning to my wife yesterday that I had read a story that said it was good news that Bitcoin was consolidating around 19,000 and that it was ready for like that next big breakout. And I was all happy. And then I ran across a story that said that it was a bad sign that Bitcoin was consolidating at 19,000, that it couldn't get any higher, and that it was due for a pullback to like 13K or 14K or whatever ridiculously low number they were saying. And I remember telling her that I'm all happy, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to go up, and then I see a headline that says Bitcoin's due for a fallback, and I'm like, what? And I click it, and I read it, and I get mad, but I clicked it, right? And then it finally dawned on me, those are clickbait, right? When Bitcoin's doing good, anybody that posts an article that Bitcoin's due for a pullback, it's like all the people that are happy that Bitcoin's going up and they're all are going to click on that article because they want to know, well, what do you mean it's going to go down? Why? And so they click it. So it's all about clicks. And so those articles that get all those clicks bubble to the top of your Google search results. And so you're presented with these negative articles about Bitcoin because you're a Bitcoin bull. And then you get all freaked out when you see it and you click it and you just give it another reason to be at the top of your search results. That's my take on it. All right, so read the article. There's a lot of details in there. But I will say one thing. I'm not a chartist, but I will say one thing. And I wanted to point this. It occurred to me the other day, and I would like to point this out to all of you. If I can find it. Okay. Let's take a look at Bitcoin's chart. And here, let's do, let's do 17, 12, and 1. And then let's do, 17 and 31 and 12 and 31. I think that's how it works. Did I get it wrong? Whatever. All right. Okay. Yeah, there we go. November this is the month of December of 2017. And what I wanted to point out to you guys was if we follow, I believe this was the all-time high right here. Okay. So here we are at Bitcoin's all-time high of 2017. Now let's go back a few days, like the 16th, right? Anything before the 16th was lower than 19,000, right? So we get about December 16th, we break 19,000. And then not far after, we get the all-time high. And then we go a few more days, and then we're back below to 19,000, right? So it looks like about maybe 3.5, 4 days that in its history in 2017, Bitcoin was over 19,000. Right now we've got, let's look at the, there we go. Let's break it back down again. Let's look at the 1 month. We've been over 19,000 for longer than a few days now, right? It broke 19,000 back on the 24th for the first time since 2017. It went back down below that again, but then it went back up over again, and now it's just been kind of going up and down over 19,000. So we've been over 19,000. We've peaked over 19,000 on the 24th, which is a while back, and then we're at today. Right now, we're still over 19,000, and it's been over a week since we cracked 19. So in my book, that's a good sign, right? That it's stayed above the 19,000 mark. 2017 was kind of a fluke. Just my take on it. All right, so let's go to the next news story if I can find it. Okay, this is a feel-good story, right? Enough about people saying it's about to go back down again. We got Bloomberg telling us it's going to break 50K in 2021. Bloomberg, of all people, right? First we had Goldman Sachs, then we had JP Morgan Chase, and now we got Bloomberg telling us that Bitcoin's going to break 50K next year. What more can I say about that? This is an article. Actually, this is not an article. It's like a link to a web podcast or whatever. So if you want to listen to it. Remember, I've got all these linked down below. All right, now there's kind of a big story coming out in Congress about stable coins, right? And I'm really, it really, I don't mean to criticize anybody, but this whole thing about stable coins, it's like they don't get it, right? It's like they just don't get it. It's like they think a stable coin is counterfeit dollar, you know? I don't know what they think it is. It's just a placeholder that you can move your crypto in. It's a cryptocurrency, but they're getting all anal about, oh, we can't have, you know, like Tether or US dollar coin or any stable coin that's not fully backed and regulated by banks and blah 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 and all this. And it's like the pot calling the kettle black. Do you think that every US dollar is fully backed by gold or anything else? It's just like, you know, it's like it's fake money anyway, right? It's like just a crank where they just crank out money. So the US dollar hasn't been backed by gold since the early 1970s. And now they're like complaining that Tether, do look at their books and we can see that every Tether is supposed to be backed by $1 US, and maybe they've slipped a little bit on that or whatever, or you know, I don't know. But anyway, but that's what Tether is supposed to be anyway. It's supposed to be backed by $1. It's the price of $1. That's really all I care about. I don't care how many dollars are behind it. I don't know. Maybe it'll collapse or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, federal regulators want to regulate stablecoins. But in so doing, they want to including activity involving stablecoins. Well, can you think of any activity involving stablecoins? I can. DeFi. All right. Any DeFi, let's go over here to any DeFi site like Uniswap. If you want to join a liquidity pool, the biggest liquidity pools are use stablecoins, right? So this is an activity involving a stablecoin. So they want to try and regulate DeFi now, right? And I guess who's Talib? I can't pronounce her name correctly. Rashida Tlaib, I think I'm pronouncing that, Tlaib, is behind it or involved in it. I think there was another congresswoman too, who's all anti-crypto and everything. I don't know what's going on over here. So anyway, yeah, they think that they're, gonna defraud minorities or low-income people. They haven't really done so yet, really. And I don't understand why they're blaming stablecoins for this, but they want to regulate stablecoins, right? The interesting thing, this is just a proposal, right? It's not even close to being a law, and it does involve Ethereum and or stablecoins, but it has really done nothing to the price of Bitcoin. It hasn't negatively affected the price of Bitcoin in any way or form. And this type of story back in 2017 and 18 would have just caused the entire crypto market to just tank. Anytime anybody in Congress said anything about, negative about crypto or trying to regulate it, the market just like melted away. Well, it's not happening now. The market is much stronger. And another interesting thing about this is that they were immediately, there was a lot of pushback immediately from the crypto community and other senators, right? There were three, and you might want to read the entire article. I've got two articles relating to this. I like what Eric Vore has said. Let's not force crypto to act like banks, maybe? Question mark. And indeed, it can't and won't, right? I think that's a very good comment, for this. And then the other story that I've got here is that Congress people speak out against Tlaib's anti-stablecoin bill, right? There are three congressmen who are a member of the Bitcoin caucus or Bitcoin cryptocurrency caucus, and they feel that this is not a good idea, right? Okay. Let me just silence some people over here. I like it. Okay. All right, so let's get through the news, right? So a lot of people were against this. They think it's not a very good idea. They feel that the people that she's trying to protect, the low to middle income users, are going to be, good Lord in heaven. What do we got here? Okay. Got some spammers. My goodness. Lord, I'm going to have to watch the screen all night, man, for these people that are spamming. But that's okay. All right. So let's get through the news. One more thing I'd like to point out. There is a news article about a company called Titan, who are opening some new mining pool in the U.S. There are a lot of U.S. companies that are getting in. This article is kind of more of a commercial for Titan than anything else. It says it's like the first one, and it's not the first one in America. There are other American companies that are involved in cryptocurrency mining, but this is a good sign. And this claim that China has the vast majority of mining pools, that it's one of those things that's not really proven. As far as I know, you hear it said a lot, but just because you say something over and over again doesn't necessarily make it true. I don't know if that's the case. There are mining pools all over the world, mining farms, I guess you want to call them, where people mine Bitcoin with Bitcoin mining hardware. They're in Russia, they're in Europe, they're in Africa, they're in the United States. There are a lot of them in China. But I don't know that China has the majority of all the mining power in the world. That could be true. It might not be true, right? But it's something that you hear all the time. And I'm just talking, right? But anyway, there are a lot of American companies that are getting into the cryptocurrency mining game in order to sort of equalize the mining power, distribute it across the world, right? And then this whole notion that China, with a 51% attack on the blockchain, can overwrite the Bitcoin blockchain. You're making a big assumption about being able to control a lot of independent mining operations in China. The government has a lot of power, but not that much power. You can tell people to do something, but actually enforcing it or making them do it is another. And what are they going to do? Are they going to raid every single Bitcoin mining pool and tell them to to mount a coordinated 51% attack? Are they going to cut them off? And then if they cut them off, then their mining power goes away. So this whole notion that if there's more than 51% of the mining hashing power is in China, that somehow China is going to control or screw up Bitcoin. It's not, it could possibly happen, but it's probably not going to happen. There are rich people in China that want Bitcoin to succeed too. They don't want it to be screwed up. Anyway, I could be wrong. All right, let's move on. Let me look at what people are asking. There were a lot of people spamming the chat window for some reason. I don't know why. Scott doesn't like Ethereum. That's fine. We all have our opinions. You need to add zeros in the tagline space at Coinbase when you try to send XRP to your Ledger Nano X, or it will fail. Yeah, it never. I get a lot of those in my comments. They're saying, "Oh, when I try to send XRP to my ledger, it says invalid address," and it has something to do with adding zeros to the end of your amount or something like that. I never experienced that when I did it. I don't have any XRP anymore. And if the video was posted in 2018, I can't really go back and edit it. I don't do that. That's very tedious. And it screws with your Bitcoin. It screws with your YouTube channel to try and pull a video down and then edit it. You'd have to delete it from YouTube and then pull it down and re-edit it and then re-upload it, and then you've screwed up the views and everything. So I'm not going to go back and alter my YouTube videos. A lot of them are outdated. I'll have to admit that. This is a fast-moving industry, and the videos that I posted in 2017 are pretty much obsolete, right? That's why I'm always posting new ones, and I'll usually put on there that it's the latest version 2020 or whatever, so people will know. I had a video on the Ledger that I did in 2018 on how to set it up, and I noticed it was getting a lot of views, so I created a new one in mid-2020, and people were still watching the old one, so I put a link in the description. I have a new video on this, and updated the cards, trying to direct them to the new one, that sort of thing. Maybe, but like I said, maybe I haven't said it tonight, I don't have any XRP. I sold my XRP. Booey on me, but you can thank me for letting the price go up, right? Because usually when I sell a coin, it goes back up. So I got out of XRP because I was tired of just watching it be in the red for 2 years. And I'm I've had enough of it. I broke even, and then I sold it. Right, so everyone's asking me about Spark tokens, and I don't have any XRP, so I can't really do a Spark token video unless I go out and buy some XRP, so I can specifically show you how to do that. Because I don't do videos where I just explain. I actually show you step by step. But Binance US is supporting the airdrop of Spark tokens. So if you got XRP, put it on Binance US and they'll issue Spark tokens to you, right? You don't have to go through the 20-step process of, editing your hash tokens in your ledger or whatever you got to do to get Spark tokens. Boy, I'm getting tired of people asking me about Spark tokens. All right, wanted to ask you that paying for moving crypto back and forth between wallets and exchange, doesn't that create a burden of mining fees, other fees that lead to bleeding of money? Vic Ram, yes. Just like anything, right? Yes, you're going to have to pay a little money to move your crypto. Yes, I think we talked about that a little bit. If you got $5,000 worth of crypto and you can't spare 10 or 20 or 30 or 40 or $100 worth of fees to keep it safe and stay in practice, then you're probably in the wrong, area, right? And but if you just want to avoid all fees and move your $5,000 worth of Bitcoin in one fell swoop and move it over to your ledger and store it there and never touch it and never practice how to use it, more power to you, because you're afraid of, a $2, $3, $4, $10, $100 fee, right? I don't know. It's like the alcoholic, right? He goes, I've spilled more than you ever drank, Probably spent more in fees than a lot of you guys own in crypto, for all I know, right? Especially you new people that don't have any crypto yet. I'm not going to let little tiny, fees bother me. I'm not going to be dumb and just, not think about them at all. There are ways to minimize fees. But let me give you an example. Let's move some crypto. Let's move some Ethereum. This whole thing about fees, right? All right, so we've got a couple of different Ethereum accounts, right? And this is Ledger Live. This is the software that we use for managing our crypto accounts. And we're going to move some Ethereum from one Ethereum wallet to another, right? I'm going to spend a little money just so I can demo for you guys, right? Let's use this one. All right, let's do a receive. And I'm not going to do the address check because the addresses never change in Ethereum. I'm going to copy this into my clipboard. And then I'm going to go over to this other Ethereum account here. And I'm going to do a send. And I'm going to send to that other wallet, right? We're just moving crypto from one address to another. All right. And let's do just a little bit. Let's do 0.05. What is that? $30? Okay. Now, right here in this interface is where we can adjust the fees. Right there, 2,100 or 21,000 GWE or 26 GWE. All right. I usually leave it at the default. The fees on the Ethereum network are very high right now. And that's because it's overloaded, right? So we're waiting for Ethereum 2. It's not coming right away. It's getting closer. But for now, the Ethereum network is overloaded and the fees are high and transaction times are long, right? Not so bad when you're moving it from one to another. Now, I can take this little slider here, and if I'm worried that I want to get my Ethereum somewhere faster, I can spend a higher fee if I want to, right? I can slide this guy up so that my fees are higher. And you'll notice down there that the network fees are changing. Now, what kind of network fee is that? 0.0007 Ethereum. Let's check that. Whoops. Okay, let's pull up Ethereum first. And then let's do, what is it? 0.007? Was that what it was? $4? Is that what we're looking at? Yeah. Oh, it's 3 zeros. Oh, it's 3 zeros. Okay. All right. So 41 cents, right? It's not going to kill me. But I had a friend that he got to this, and being the frugal person that he was, he's like, well, why don't I slide it down here so that I don't pay any fees, or I pay the lowest possible number of fees, right? I go down to 14 GUI, save myself a little money, right? He hit continue. And then he called me in a panic later that day, and he goes, I sent some Ethereum and it hasn't arrived yet. And what happened? What do I do? What do I do? And we talked a little further. And then I said, by any chance, did you mess around with that slider? He goes, yeah, I slid it all the way down to as far down as it would go. Well, what that does is, like I mentioned in the beginning, this is a community project. Bitcoin, Ethereum, these are all public, decentralized blockchains. When you lower your fee that you're willing to pay on your transaction, that transaction goes out onto the blockchain or the pre-blockchain or whatever the heck you want to call it. And it waits in this pool to be mined by miners. Well, miners have their do everything pretty much automated, right? And the way that a miner works is he's trying to maximize his earnings, like anybody would. So he's combing through all of these transactions that he finds out there waiting to be mined, and he picks up the ones that have the highest fees on them first, right? Makes sense, right? So what happens when you lower your fee so low, no one will mine it, or it will get mined eventually, but you're risking that it's just going to be hanging out there, not getting mined for several blocks. I think my friend, who will remain nameless, it was a week and a half later when it finally arrived in wherever he was sending it. So don't be so caught up in fees, please, guys. It's, you want to contribute to the network. But if you're worried about your wealth being whittled away, then I guess don't move your crypto. But I will also mention that if you're going to invest in crypto in the long term, if you believe in it, and you're worried about practicing moving it around a little bit and spending $100 in fees out of your $800 investment, right? That's a big chunk, right? Well, what if that Ethereum quintuples in price? Okay, then you've already canceled out that 100 that you lost screwing around with your fees. Now that 800 is worth like 5,000 or whatever, and you only lost 100 out of the 5,000, right? So think about. But then someone could say the argument to me that, oh well, I bought some Ethereum, I screwed around and spent $100 on fees, and now it's lost, 3/4 of what I paid for it, right? That's a valid argument too. But in general, try not to be so concerned about the fees. I don't really worry about them too much. All right, so let's go ahead and hit this one. Continue. We're going to need to sign this transaction. That's what my hardware wallet does. Let me get the camera rolling here. Oops. Let's get this turned. Let's get the camera. What's it doing? Oh no, what did I do? Oh, doggone it. Pooey. I touched the wrong button. That's always... Okay. What have I done? Oh no! Oh, maybe if I turn it on and back on again? Okay. Lord. Technology. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, right? It wants me to open the Ethereum app, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll open the Ethereum app. Let me go ahead and retry this. I was jabbering away over there. Right there. It wants me to review the transaction on my device. This is called signing the transaction, right? I'm going to use these buttons to sign the transaction. There's my fees. I'll hit accept and send. And off it goes onto the blockchain, right? It's going to go out onto the Ethereum blockchain. I can do view in Explorer, and I can do this. That was 32 cents worth of fees in US dollars, right? We can go out to a blockchain Explorer and watch this out on the Ethereum blockchain. It was completed successfully. We can go back over to the Ethereum main wallet, and we can see that the Ethereum was just sent out today. And that I was, well, this is 94 cents, right? I don't know. Let's go over to accounts. Where did we send it? I think we sent it here, right? Yeah, just came in. Right? And yeah, so we lost a little bit in fees when we did that. Granted. I don't mind spending fees to, help you guys learn, though. I always say that. All right, so, but, okay, so that's it on fees. Flare. Is it Flare? Fire? I got 140% on Black Friday. Jumpmaster. Can anyone answer? I sell my crypto but don't cash it in off the exchange. Do I still pay taxes on that? Thanks for any help. If I don't sell my crypto but don't cash it in off the exchange, do I still pay taxes on that? I think what you're saying is if you move it from the exchange into your wallet, do you have to pay taxes on that? And the answer is no, right? You're not actually selling it. You're just moving it from one place to another. You can get a, let's go over here. Pardon me. I think you can get this coin tracker. Cointracker.com. I hope it doesn't pull up mine. Okay, it doesn't. All right. Cointracker.com is a way to track all of your cryptocurrency transactions, sales, trades, movements, that kind of thing, right? It's a little, you sign up for an account. It's pretty much free to sign up for an account. You'll have to basically enable their API on your exchange accounts, which basically opens up your exchange transaction history to their analysis tools, right? They can't make trades in your account, but they can see your transaction history. And the reason that you want that to happen is so that they can keep track of all of your trades. And they'll give you a list of all of your trades, when you made them, what the price was at the time, whether it was a loss or a gain. And then when tax time rolls around, they will, for a price, they'll generate a tax form for you for your capital gains. Not only that, but you can add multiple exchanges to this system, right? So maybe you trade on 3 different exchanges. You can install APIs on all 3 of those exchanges and then feed them into CoinTracker, and it will give you all of your transactions on all 3 exchanges and calculate your losses and gains and generate that capital gains tax form for you. Not only that, but you can also connect it to all of your cryptocurrency wallets so that when you move money or crypto off an exchange, it doesn't show up as a sale. Normally, if all you're tracking is your exchange accounts and you withdraw your crypto to your own wallet, then CoinTracker will see that or count that as a sale, right? Because it got withdrawn from the exchange. That's a sale as far as they know. As far as they know, you just moved it, you gave it to somebody and basically sold it or whatever. But you can also add the addresses of all your cryptocurrency wallets so that if you withdraw from the exchange, CoinTracker sees it as simply moving it from one wallet to another, and it doesn't count it as a sale, right? And so it automatically will keep track of all these little tiny transactions that everyone's worried about. When is it taxable? Is it not taxable? They'll know, and they'll keep track of it, and they'll help you do your taxes, right? They're not the only one. There's a lot of them out there, all right? There's a lot of help out there. There's blockchain analysis firms. There's there's Bitcoin.tax. There's a bunch of them out there, right? So don't let that stop you from being involved in crypto. I get a lot of people, they're all like terrified of their tax obligations. I guess rightly so. I don't know. But, and that scares them away from crypto. But don't let that scare you away, right? You can keep track of all that. When I was a little kid and I thought about taxes, I was petrified when I was a little kid. I'm like, how in the world am I ever going to do my taxes? I watched The Odd Couple when I was a little kid, and I guess Oscar got audited, and he was searching for all his receipts, and it was like a total stress for him. And I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen to me when I get to be an adult? How will I ever do my taxes? And then my first ever, when I paid taxes, I used 1040 Easy, right? I got my W-2. I was like, this is it? This is how hard it is? This is taxes, right? So don't be scared of taxes, right? CoinTracker will generate a form for you with all of your capital. It'll list all your cryptos and all your gains and losses. And you take that, you give it to your tax man, or you plug it into your TurboTax or whatever, and you do your taxes like a normal human being. Don't let crypto scare you. Okay, so let's go down. I'm sorry if I'm missing any questions. I've got a lot of wonderful repeat viewers here that are listening and answering questions. So, like I said, if I miss your question, please put it in the comments down below, and I'll go through everything. I'm going to do my best tonight anyway, but there's a lot more people than there were before. I was buying stuff on Binance. It's getting kicked off next week, and had some leftover and bought on Uphold. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there are a few exchanges or places that will participate in the airdrop, blah, blah, blah. Do you know if a miner can hold Bitcoin in a wallet on his phone? Thinking of holiday gifting. That's a really good question. I don't know what the legalities of that are, but I did present my my nephew and my niece with some Ethereum paper wallets back in 2017, and they still have them. Unfortunately, when I gave them those Ethereum wallets, Ethereum was like $800 back then. And I each gave them like $50 worth of Ethereum in a paper wallet. Nowadays, you know, kids have their own phones, and they could very easily, you could say, hey, you know, I want to give you some crypto, install a wallet on your phone. There's a lot of great phone-based wallets that are non-custodial that you can back up. And then you can give them some crypto. I don't know what the legality of that is, but crypto is sort of like a bearer bond, right? Whoever bears it can cash it in, can hold it. So, I mean, you can give your children $100 bill, and there's nothing illegal about that. So I don't think that it's illegal to give someone crypto that they can put in their own phone-based wallet. You might want to explain to them how important it is to back it up and all that kind of stuff. That's just my take on it. I don't know for sure. Let me go down here. Mr. David, we're talking a little bit between Scott and Mr. David, which is good. Flare tokens, are they going to take some of my Ethereum even if I don't participate in smart contract? That's my question to you. I just want the Flare tokens, but are they going to take some of my Ethereum? I don't know that they would take your Ethereum if you even if you're just using the XRP, and maybe you're saying Ethereum and you mean XRP, but I don't think Ethereum is even involved when you claim your Flare tokens. I don't know. I don't think so. I watched a couple of videos on how you claim Flare tokens, and you don't use Ethereum chain. You go into your Ledger XRP wallet settings and do something. But like I said, you can deposit your XRP tokens in Binance US and probably some other. It's getting close. I think it's the 10th. You'll need to have your XRP deposited on the exchange if you want them to issue you the Flare tokens or whatever. And then I guess you could sell the XRP when you're done and just have the Flare tokens. Right? If you want to do that, it's not a bad deal, right? You got 10 grand in your bank account laying around doing nothing. Buy XRP, put it on the exchange, claim your Flare tokens 2 days later, sell your XRP, store your Flare tokens somewhere else, right? They were free, right? I'm still not convinced that Flare is a good thing. I don't know. I guess they're partnering with Ripple in some way or form, but I never really bought it. I'm like, okay, so you're going to give me... Most airdrops are worthless. Most of them are. Really. Except the Uni airdrop. That was like a godsend. But yeah, generally airdrops are pretty much worthless tokens. And they'll like be like right after the airdrop, they might go up a little bit in value because, I don't know. And then you'll notice they just go to zero. I don't know. Okay, so somebody's trying to give contact information to someone else, which is what they do in my... Okay, so I'm just going through here, looking at what people are asking to try and get caught up. Jessica is in all caps. Why are you shouting, Jessica? I was told that Flare is charging your Ethereum account for gas. Is that true? I need clarity. I don't think it's true. Like I said, I think it's a XRP wallet thing. Hi, is VE Chain good to invest in? Okay, we talked about that. I don't usually answer investment questions. VE Chain is not a slouch coin, though. Okay. I just got another spam email. First of all, let's go to VE Chain just quickly. Someone asked me about VE Chain. It's not a scam coin. It is a legitimate coin. If I can find it here. I'm not sure where it lives on the market cap. There it is, number 24. So it won't kill you to buy some, right? It's up today. It's been around for a while. Decent coin, right? Still relatively inexpensive compared to, say, Bitcoin or Ethereum, right? It's only 2 cents, right? So, but I've always said, stick with the winners if you can. They're not gonna like moon out on you the next day. I know a lot of people are looking for that. I want to moon out and be rich next week by investing $100 today and be a millionaire by next week when the coin moons. Those are long shots, right? If you want to go and buy some brand new coin nobody's ever heard of, it's probably a scam. But even if it's not a scam, when do you sell? When do you not sell? This and that. Just like stick with the winners. You're going to see a good return over time, right? Just think of it as a stock, right? My father told me that the average stock investor is on a 10-year timeline, right? At least. So if you stick with these winner upper coins, then you should be okay. But keep an eye on your investment because, in 2017, the top 10 looked a lot different, right? There are coins in the top 10 that weren't there back in 2017. So it's not always the end all to buy in the top 20, right? Do your own research. I would like to point out that I got an email from Ledger Alerts, right? And notice, okay, this is a scam, right? I had someone on a Twitter reply asked me pretty much the same question about a very similar email. He got scared. We all get scared when we think we're going to lose our crypto, right? But look, this email has all the hallmarks of a scam. First of all, it says Ledger Alerts, but when you look at the email address, it's no reply at ledger.com-m34-email-m6-encryption.qk, wherever QK is. I don't know if that's a country or whatever it is. It's definitely not Ledger, right? So the email's all wrong, right? That's me. That's my email, right? The Ledger database was hacked or leaked or whatever you want to call it last year. So the customer database was leaked. None of the information about your devices is even known by Ledger, right? So there's no way that anyone can steal any identifying or controlling information about your wallet from Ledger, right? When Ledger gives you your device, it is pristine, right? And when you initialize your device, it generates a random master private key, which Ledger does not know and will never know, unless, of course, you tell them, but you don't. So anyone that thinks that somehow somebody hacked something from Ledger and got information about your wallet, that's wrong. They don't know any of that information, number one. All right. But they do know people that own Ledger and they know their email, right? Some phone numbers, maybe addresses, I don't know. But they're not going to go knocking on everybody's door that they know that has a Ledger, right? It's much easier to sit in your little cubicle hot room or wherever where you got like 50 guys scamming and make a pretty decent income without having to take the risk of actually going in person and trying to strong arm people out of their crypto, right? So they're going to sit in their little hothouses and spam people and try to make them think that someone from Ukraine has tried to steal their crypto, right? It's always Ukraine or Russia or, or China or something. They always like play on your fears and your racism or whatever, right? So, oh my God, a Ukrainian just logged into my account, right? So they're saying, oh, you got a new Ledger Nano S device. Did you just try to make a withdrawal? Okay, and I will tell you, I've been using a Ledger for 3 years, and I'm constantly like buying new devices, adding new accounts, and wiping my computer and logging back in under different IP addresses and creating. Ledger never sends me an email that says, "Hey, did you just try to log in with a new device?" Or they never do that, right? I know that, but maybe you don't. So they're never gonna like, did you just try to log into your account? They don't. No, they don't do that. They don't monitor your public addresses. All right, so they're trying to make me think that someone in Ukraine is logging into my account. All right, and then they go, oh, okay, well, here. They've just given me a Bitcoin address. Is this my Bitcoin address? I don't think so. Why don't we find out? Let's go to the Blockchain Explorer. Find out. Blockchain.com. Let's paste in that address. See what happens. Oops, that's not even our effing Bitcoin address, right? So come on. Okay. Most of you know when you see something like this that it's a total scam. But please, I'm just trying to, impress this upon your minds that these are scam email. They cannot magically reach into your device and steal your crypto. They can't. It's impossible. What they can do is trick you into giving them the information that they need, which is your seed phrase. So if I click this cancel, right? Cancel. This previous page is sending you to ledger.com. So it says, right? I don't think it is. Do they want me to click this? Is that what they want me? I'll go ahead and click it. I don't know why it's... Okay. Huh. Well, I don't know. It's like taking me to ledger.com. I don't know what this is all about. Ledger.com-settings.device. I don't believe this is Ledger. Right? So they want you to select your device, and now they have a page that looks a lot like Ledger's Live, right? But it's not, right? Now they want me to connect my device. Notice that this URL up here is not ledger.com. It's ledger.com-settings.device. They're going to get to a point where they're going to ask me to enter my 24-word recovery phrase. Then they got me. Then they steal, right? All that they need is my 24-word recovery phrase, right? So let's see. Well, let's continue. Okay, here we go. There we go. Now we're getting it there, right? Now when I enter my 24-word recovery phrase, they can steal my crypto. But they can't do anything. I'm the one that's allowing them to steal my crypto by being dumb enough to put in my 24-word recovery phrase. I don't mean to be mean to anybody that has fallen for this, but that's what's going on here, right? They're mad because I haven't connected my ledger, but they still want my seed phrase. That's where they can steal it. Once they get my seed phrase, they can take their own device, they can do a restore, and then they'll have access to my wallet. All right? That's what this is all about. But just getting the email, that's not going to, just ignore it. It's not going to do anything. All right, let's see. Let's go down here. Oh my God, I'm so far behind, guys. I'm so sorry. Luck of the Irish, what happens when Ethereum 2.0 comes out to current Ethereum? Will the price tank? What happens? I'm not fully versed on Ethereum 2.0, except as to know that it's not right around the corner, right? They're in phase 0, and the phase 1.5 and 2 are going to be over the course of a few years. Right now, people that are involved in the project are staking their current real, or the valuable Ethereum that they own now, into this project, right? And as enough people do that, then they will eventually be able to move from the proof of work protocol over to the proof of stake protocol, which is like what Cardano is, what a lot of coins already are. So Ethereum is migrating over to the 2.0. How it will affect the price going forward, I don't know this for sure, but my assumption is that if you own Ethereum now, it will be able to be transitioned into Ethereum 2.0. That's pretty much how every cryptocurrency works. A lot of cryptocurrencies start off as ERC20 tokens, and then they migrate over to their own new blockchain, which is separate from the old blockchain. But people that own the old token have a mechanism for converting their token into the new token, and I'm assuming that it'll probably be the same price as Ethereum, right? It'll be better than Ethereum, the faster, cheaper, all that good stuff, right? So I don't think that the Ethereum 2.0 project is going to negatively affect the price of Ethereum. I think it can only be a positive, an overall positive, right? It won't be out for another year or so, so we don't have to worry about that too much, right? Okay, Alicia Henley, thank you for joining the live stream. Can you do a tutorial on showing us how to add your wallet to CoinTracker? I'm extremely new and trying to learn as much as I can. Well, I guess I'd have to actually log into my CoinTracker account, which I guess I can do. Let me see. CoinTracker. All right. So let's. I'm on my CoinTracker. I'm logged into my account. Right. I have a dashboard that shows me my portfolio. I haven't updated this in a long time, so it's not accurate anymore. But I did use it to do my 2017 and 2018 tax returns, right? And there they showed up over there. But you're like, okay, well, how do I add a cryptocurrency wallet to the CoinTracker? Let's go ahead and do it. So we're going to add wallet. All right, and what kind of wallet? Let's do a Ledger wallet. And let's do an Ethereum wallet. They want the public address. Sometimes they want the XPub address. Let's see here. Whoops. Let me see if I can. Bitcoin. Yeah, so for Bitcoin, they want the XPub address, which is a little more complicated. Let's do Ethereum first. Let's do ETH. All right. They just want the public address, right? The slam dunk, right? Let's just go over to the Ethereum. Let's put this Ethereum new wallet in there, right? It's a pretty recent wallet. Let's get the public address, which is this. It's just the regular public sending address of your wallet. It's public information, right? Let's pop it in there. Let's hit Add Wallet. Okay, and that worked. That was it, right? Updated. Is that it? Let's take a look. It ends in... I may have missed something, though. I thought it maybe said something else there. All right, I'm sorry. Let's look at the last... 5109. All right, so let's see. Should be 5109 in here somewhere. Do we see it? There it is. That's the last one. Hasn't completely updated yet, but it should update with the latest, the current balance, right? All right, but let's try a Bitcoin wallet on a Ledger, which is a little more complicated. We want the ledger, and we're going to do BTC this time. And they're saying, okay, you need to go to, you need to get that X pub address. So let's go over to our Bitcoin wallet. Let's try this guy here. There's not much in here at the moment, but there was. Let's go over to this wrench icon. All right, then we're going to go to advanced and pull that down and see where it says XPub right there. Let's take that address, which is this long thing right here. And the reason they use this is because the Ledger Bitcoin wallet is capable of generating multiple receiving addresses. So every time you send Bitcoin into the wallet, it generates a new sending address. So if you were to just use that one sending address, it would only see that maybe those one or two transactions. So by using this XPub address, it allows Coin Tracker to see all of the transactions in one wallet, right? Do that. We'll see add wallet. Oh, it says waiting. Okay, so it's working. Waiting for cointracker.io. This one took a little longer. They're recomputing my cost basis. All right, so let's scroll down to the bottom here. There. That's crypto.com. All right, so there we go. Where did that one go that that Ethereum wallet? Whoops. 50. Oh, it bubbled up to the top, right? It's got 5711 in there, which is what we've got in that Ethereum wallet, right? Let's go back over here. Okay, so it's 0.095 ETH. It says it's worth 5711. Ledger tells me it's worth 57. Well, now it's 5678, whatever, right? It's the same wallet, right? So CoinTracker is keeping track of this wallet, right? So if I were to withdraw some Ethereum from Coinbase and put it in this wallet, it would know that I didn't spend that Ethereum, that it's stored safely in the wallet, right? If we go down here, this new one that I just put in there, I believe, is updating, right? But it'll get added to the balance, and it'll probably bubble to the top here. And so all of these wallets are being tracked, right? So whenever I move crypto in or out of these wallets, my total updates, and if I go onto the exchange and then sell it, then it tracks it as a sale, right? If I sell it for cash, right? But if I just move it from the exchange to my wallet, then I haven't sold anything, right? I just moved it. So CoinTracker can keep track of all that. Thanks for that question, Alicia. I hope I answered that. Has anyone received XRP dust payments in their accounts? If so, how do you avoid including them in your transactions when you send your XRP out? Yeah, you do get dusted with your... a lot of coins do that. They call those dusting attacks. And it's a little complicated, but when they send a little bit of dust into the account, then they can sort of track that account. But it doesn't really give them control of the account. It gives them information that they can use to mount phishing attacks, right? So just the fact that you got dusted does not mean that they're going to steal your crypto. It just means that they're trying to gain information about that particular wallet by looking at any transactions after the fact. I think. I don't know that they can see things that happen before they dust it. I'm not too sure about that. But your question is, how do I not include those when I withdraw? How can you avoid including them in your transactions when you send XRP out? I'm not sure if there's a way to do that. I've heard people saying, oh, can I not do that? I don't know that there's any automatic way of doing it, but you could manually subtract that amount when you send your XRP, so that don't send max, right? Because if you send max, it'll include those little dusted amounts that you receive. They're very, very small. I don't know that they'd even matter, right? They'll all be less than a penny. But for tax purposes, I think some people are like trying to avoid sending or selling those little dusted amounts. You might be able to make a case for a judge, like, dude, that's a dusting attack. It wasn't my crypto to begin with. I don't know. We hope it doesn't ever come to that. But you could manually subtract that from your total. Or just never empty your entire wallet out, right? Just leave $10 worth of XRP in your wallet so that you never have to worry about whatever dusting amount ended up in there. It's going to be like stuck in the wallet. You never you always left 10 or $100 worth of XRP in your wallet. You never have to worry about any of your dusting amounts showing up as being sold by you, whatever. I guess that might be one way. I always look at the general slapdash way of doing things, right? XRP airdrop to be on Ledger. You have to, oh my God, XRP airdrop on Ledger. Please, please. Oh, God, people. Will XRP worth nothing once Spark comes out? Anyone know? I don't know that Spark is replacing XRP. I think it's supposed to complement it, right? If XRP was being replaced by Spark, wouldn't they just like upgrade XRP? I don't know. Like I said, I'm out of XRP. Maybe I should know this for all of you, my curious friends. But from what I understand, it's a different company that might be like supported by Ripple, but not of Ripple. I don't remember. I'll have to do some more research. But I don't believe that it's designed to replace XRP. It's a complement to XRP. And they're promoting themselves by offering this airdrop where you just give them all your information about your XRP wallets and they'll be happy to give you their worthless tokens. I'll be eating my words next week, right? When all these Spark millionaires come laughing at me. All right. Do you, Jessica, I don't want you to think I'm shouting because I'm in caps, but I do think this airdrop is good to be in. Question. Yeah, free crypto I can't argue against free crypto. I really can't. Right? But I will say that a lot of people are enticed to do things with the promise of free crypto that have been detrimental to them in the past, right? I don't know that this thing is a scam. It appears that it's not. The more and more I hear about it, the more it's in the news and all this stuff. So, okay, I'll accept that these guys are a legitimate new company and they've decided to just give away their crypto to all the XRP holders out there that are willing to jump through their hoops. More power to them. And if you want free crypto, then jump through their hoops by all means. Right? I just don't have any XRP, so I can't really show you how to do it. And I have posted a lot of links to other people's videos. And if you really want to know how to do it, just Google Spark token on YouTube, and there are hundreds of videos on how you do it. But like I said, Binance US is supporting the Spark airdrop, so that's the easiest way. There were a lot of back in the day, there were a lot of conversions that were very complicated and people could lose their crypto, like changing your Tron from ERC20 to full-blown Tron was kind of complicated, 5-6 step process. And then and the hard forks, those sort of things where it was complicated. A lot of cryptocurrency exchanges will support airdrops and hard forks. Just drop your crypto on the exchange and let them do it for you. That's kind of, not your keys, not your crypto, though. That's kind of against the whole idea of holding crypto in your own wallet. But if you're a newcomer and you're not sure how to do it and you're scared, it's complicated, deposit it on Binance US and let them give it to you for free, right? Yeah, you're going to pay a little bit of an exchange fee to get your crypto moved over, but it'll save you a lot of hassle, right? So yeah, if you've got XRP, Google it on YouTube how to claim your free Spark tokens, or just put your XRP in Binance US on the 9th, and then get your Spark tokens on the 10th, and then move your XRP back to your wallet on the 11th, and claim your free Spark tokens on Binance US. Grand Illusion, he was just talking about doing a short-term trade, not commenting on the validity of XRP itself. I'm more power to XRP. I'm not saying that's a scam coin. I'm just saying I got tired of waiting for it to go up. Maybe was wrong. Like I said, as soon as I got rid of my XRP, it shot through the roof. So you guys can thank me for that one. Luck of the Irish, what happens to Ethereum 2.0 comes out in the current Ethereum? Will the price tank? I think I talked about that. Scott was off checking on a pie. I hope it's good. I have XRP for the sake of XRP itself. I don't think the airdrop token will be worth much. I wouldn't get XRP just to get the airdrop. Good question. Or I mean, good statement there, Grand Illusion. I was talking about racism in relation to these scam emails where they're playing on my fears of the evil Ukrainians that are trying to steal my crypto. The guy that tweeted me earlier, his was from Russia. I haven't seen any from like Iowa, hey, somebody from Iowa just tried to steal your crypto. Oh my God, the Iowans are after me, or those dreaded Hawaiians out there in Hawaii. Scott Lee, okay. Boy, I think things must be good because there's a lot of people trying to spam this live stream tonight. I like it. I want to tell you guys a story about XRP. Back in 2017, XRP was just getting rolling or whatever. I think they've been around for a while there. But a lot of people were just getting into XRP. And I just got an alert from CoinTracker about all these new transactions that just appeared. And in order to... and there was an exchange called GateHub.io or whatever. It was some Asian exchange. I say that with no racism in my heart. But it was complicated, it was hard to use, and it was not very English friendly or whatever. And there's this thing about XRP wallets where, for some bizarre reason, an XRP wallet must have 10 Ripple or 10 XRP in it to function. And so if you create an XRP wallet and you put 50 XRP in there, and then you try to withdraw it, it won't let you withdraw it all because you have to leave 10 in there, which is so dumb. I don't understand why their wallets are designed that way, but they are. And a lot of people were having trouble getting their wallets set up because GateHub.io, among some others, were saying you can't create a wallet unless you put 10 Ripple in there to make it work. And it was confusing, and a lot of people were saying things like, I want to buy Ripple, but it tells me I have to have 10 Ripple before I can buy Ripple. So please, sir, could you send me 10 Ripple? Actually, all you really had to do was like fund the wallet with Bitcoin or whatever, and then you could buy the Ripple or XRP, and then you would have it, but the 10 Ripple would be stuck in the wallet permanently. But people were confused, and they were like thinking, in order to get Ripple, I need 10 Ripple. So how do I get 10 Ripple if I don't have any Ripple? So please, sir, I beg you, send me 10 Ripple. I don't know how many people asked me to send them 10 Ripple in 2017. There was one guy I actually did. I mean, I just felt sorry for the guy. We're just going back and forth. And of course, I never heard back from him, right? That was the last person I ever sent 10 Ripple to, right? That's a funny story about XRP. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, we're getting close to the end, but I would like to move some more crypto around. Let's buy some Bitcoin. Coinify. Have you used Coinify and Ledger Live to sell any coins like BTC? Yes, you get your fiat back in your wallet, or can you send it to your bank directly? I have not tried to sell my BTC in the Ledger Live interface. I believe that it works with Coinify. So I believe you would have to set up the Coinify, which is like Coinify. Coinify is basically it's a cryptocurrency exchange, right? So you're really not swapping crypto in Ledger. Ledger Live is just sort of sitting on top of Coinify. It's like built into the back end of Ledger Live, right? So in reality, you're just using Coinify. If you want to do this within Ledger Live, you need to enter your Coinify credentials, right? So you go set up a Coinify account, and somewhere within Coinify, you could probably connect it to your bank account so that you could cash out, right? So that's my assumption. I'm not a big fan of Coinify. I would prefer to just trade my crypto on the exchanges that I've been using for several years now. Just because it's built into Ledger Live doesn't make me any more eager to use it. I tried it. I was having some trouble with their KYC tools, so I wasn't a big fan of them. But my assumption is that you can connect it to a debit card or something like that, and that's where you would cash out. For me, I would prefer to just cash out to Coinbase or Coinbase Pro or something like that if I were cashing out. Or Crypto.com. My favorite way to cash out my crypto is Crypto.com. So, you can basically just go into your Crypto.com account, sell your crypto, and use it to top up your card, right? That's one fell swoop, right? So if we go into accounts, and I don't have any crypto in here at the moment. I just did a video earlier where I withdrew some Ethereum. But if I had crypto in here that I was trading or whatever, I bought some Bitcoin, when I could go over to card, right? And then just top up, right? And I could use the Bitcoin in my account to top up. There's not enough Bitcoin to do it. But when, let's say there were $100 worth of Bitcoin in my account or more, and I only decided to top up with $100 worth of Bitcoin, right? Because you can top up less than 100 if you want, right? Let's just say out of 100, I wanted to top up 50 worth of my Bitcoin. When I tapped top up, it would add that to my available balance on my debit card, which is attached to my account, and then I could go into a store and buy. I've done that a lot, right? So when I'm hard up for cash, then I'll move a little of my Bitcoin into my Crypto.com account, and then I'll top up my card and go spend it. Or whatever. It doesn't have to be even Bitcoin. It could be Ethereum, it could be a stable coin, whatever I've got laying around. It's like looking under the cushions of your couch, right? I scrounge around through all my cryptocurrency accounts and find some cryptocurrency laying around, it's not doing anything, and transfer it over to my Crypto.com account and then use it to top up my card and go spend some money in the real world, right? That's an easy way. Now, you can also move it to Coinbase or Binance US or Kraken or Bittrex or any other cryptocurrency exchange that you know and love and use on a regular basis and you trust them to cash out your crypto, right, to money, to back into your bank account, all right? But let's go ahead and buy some Bitcoin. I haven't bought any Bitcoin here in a while. I'm going to buy some Bitcoin with, let's do it on CoinSwitch Pro, right? We're not going to go hog wild. CoinSwitch Pro, I think, is a great site. You don't have to You don't have to do KYC, although they do sort of track you. But I guess if you really were trying to be anonymous, you could if you like used a VPN or whatever, because they track all your accounts, which is good if you want to keep track of what you're doing or whatever. But let's say, okay, I want to buy some Bitcoin, BTC. All right. Okay, yeah, you can't swap BTC for BTC. US dollar coin. Whoops. US dollar coin. All right, we're going to use some US dollar coin. I've got some US dollar coin in my ledger, and I want to buy some BTC. Right? Oh, I haven't put anything in here. Let's do 100. Let's just do 100. All right. So I'm willing to give them 100 US dollar coin, and they will give me 0.0041 Bitcoin for that. And sometimes they have choices because they're kind of an aggregator, but in this case they're just it's gonna go through Binance. But I don't need a Binance account to do this, right? They're gonna do it for me. And I've just got to trust them, right? I've used this many times, right? It's a legitimate site. All right. Now, this is a bargain that I'm making. It's sort of like I'm in an underground parking garage, and I'm wearing a trench coat, and I've got like this briefcase full of money, and then there's a guy on the other side, about 20 feet away from me. He's got a trench coat on. And he's got like the secret files that I want, that he stole from, the Pentagon or whatever. I don't know. Right. And so we both meet in this underground garage. Right. And it's kind of like, okay, I got the money. You got the papers? And he's like, yeah, I got the papers. You got the money? And I'm like, yeah. And so he's like, okay, slide your briefcase over to me, and I'll slide my briefcase over to you. Right? And so we do a swap. So that's pretty much what I'm doing on this website, right? So I'm coming in there and I'm saying, I got US dollar coin, you got Bitcoin? And they're like, yeah, I got Bitcoin, you got US dollar coin? I'm like, yeah. And I'll say, okay, well, I'll agree to this trade if you send me some US dollar coin. And I'm like, okay. So this is the set amount. We can do this. We can, oops. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I swapped them between each other. That's not really what I wanted to do. I just wanted to refresh it. But anyway, all right. So yes. Now, before I send them that US dollar coin, they want to know, well, what's your Bitcoin address? I need to send you the Bitcoin, right? So I don't have an account with these guys. So they're going to send the Bitcoin to my wallet. So I need to go over to my Bitcoin wallet. I'll use this Bitcoin main wallet. Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you this. Let's do receive. Let's hit continue. I'll say I don't have my device. I'll get this Bitcoin address, and I'll put it in here. And what's going to happen? Oh, my God. They're okay with a Bitcoin native SegWit address. This is the first time. I was totally expecting that to fail, because generally they reject Bitcoin native SegWit address. This is a native SegWit account, and you'll notice that when I generated that Bitcoin address, it started with BC1. They didn't used to recognize those. I had to go to like one of my older SegWit accounts to get my Bitcoin address. You'll notice a SegWit address account starts with a 3 or a 1. All right. So, yippee. They're supporting native SegWit. That's cool. All right. So we're going to, the Bitcoin will come into this account. But I need to send them some US dollar coin. So let's go over to this Ethereum main account. Let's scroll down to my US dollar coin down here. I've got 1,000 US dollar coins, so I can spare 100. I need to send it. All right, so where am I going to send it? All right, they gave me an address, right? They want me to send 100 US dollar coin to this address. This is where I trust them, right? I'm going to send it to them without getting, I'll send them the coin before I get the Bitcoin. I don't know that their business model would hold up very well if they were giving me the Bitcoin before I sent them the US dollar coin. I don't think there are too many people out there that were honestly going to, hey, I got the Bitcoin, screw them, I'm never going to send them. All right, so you got to send them the US dollar coin first. All right, so let's copy this address into our clipboard. Whoops, it's awaiting my deposit. Let's go back over here. Let's paste in that address, right? I'm sending my US dollar coin to their address, right? They said, send it to this address. We'll hit continue. Let's send 100, right? It's going to cost me 123, but the fees come out over and above the amount I'm sending, right? So I'm sending them the exact amount that they asked me to send, right? We'll hit continue, and then I'll show you what's going to happen on my device. I need to sign this transaction. All right, it's probably going to say, oh, I'm still in the Ethereum app, okay? Review transaction, US dollar coin. There's the address I'm sending it to. There's the fees on the Ethereum network. Notice I left them at the default. Let's hit accept and send. And there it goes. Off she goes. And it's away. That's a quote from the movie Star Trek, if you remember. Star Wars, the original. Well, episode 4, which was released in 1977. I stood in line to watch Star Wars opening at the Galleria in Houston. The line was really long. But the first guy that tried to destroy the Death Star, when he shot, he was like, it's away! But he missed, right? So then Luke Skywalker had to come back and make that clutch shot. Okay. Ooh, they got it. Right? So the money, they have detected my tether. All right, so the tether has arrived. The transaction has shown up on their side, right? But they have to wait for it to verify. So this could take a while. So we can go do some other stuff while we're waiting, right? But what's going to happen is that, as you can see here, it should go down to 905 here in a sec. Okay, so a Ledger Live I sent out the coin, and it has been subtracted from my balance, right? So now I just need to wait over here for the Bitcoin to come in. I'm really surprised that they accepted that native SegWit address. I hope it works. I might be out $100. But I'm mentally prepared to lose that. It's the only way you can survive using crypto. Be mentally prepared to lose your entire investment. And when you're sending huge sums, be mentally prepared to lose them, just in case it happens, right? Hurts like a gut punch. But if you're mentally prepared for it, it won't hurt as bad, right? All right, so hopefully that $100 worth of Bitcoin will come back into our Ledger Live account here shortly. Right? So we just bought some Bitcoin using stablecoin. That stablecoin that Congress wants to regulate. All right, so let's play around with some DeFi. Dave was saying that Pancake Swap is now like at 50 cents right now. Pancake token, right? So Pancake token and is a Binance Smart Chain compatible DeFi platform, right? It's connected to my MetaMask wallet. So let me just disconnect, kind of show you how this all works. All right, so when we first log into Pancake, it wants me to connect. Very similar to Uniswap. Let's see what happens when I try to log into Uniswap. I go to connect wallet, I choose MetaMask, and it says wrong network. Why is it telling me it's the wrong network? Well, because my MetaMask wallet is capable of using different networks, right? You've got the Ethereum mainnet network, and that is on the Ethereum mainnet chain, right? This is an Ethereum-based wallet, right? But it's more than that, right? There are also other test chains where I think on the Kovan, yeah, I went on to the Kovan test network and went into one of their faucets and got like a little bit of testnet Ethereum, right? It looks like a completely different wallet when I switch networks. So MetaMask is a very versatile cryptocurrency wallet, right? It's capable of using more than one network. Now, the network that we want to use for Pancake swap is the Binance Smart Chain network. It's not connected to this one, it's connected to this one. Right? Let's hit connect, and we'll choose MetaMask, and it connects, right? You see there's the address there, right? That's the same address as my MetaMask wallet, right here. And then also there are special settings that you need to put into this wallet. If you click up here and you go down to settings, you'll see in networks that I created this one, right? You can add a new network and add all the settings manually, right? And then there's a web page where you can get all these settings that I got from Binance. There's a tool, setup tool. All right, so let's go back out. Just close settings down. All right, and let's see. MetaMask, Binance Smart Chain. That's the one. Just link this. This is the setup guide. Scott was asking me about this earlier. That's the setup guide for getting yourself set up to use the Binance Smart Chain network with your Ethereum, or I'm sorry, your MetaMask, right? All right, so now that we've done that, we can trade for coins, right? These are all Binance Chain coins. So this is Binance Chain BNB. So this is not the exact same BNB that you can buy on Binance US, but it's the same price, right? It's just on a different chain, the Binance Smart Chain. I could buy some Pancake if I wanted to. Where is it? Cake. There we go. Right? I could spend 1 BNB and buy 58 cake. Right? BNB's like, what is BNB right now? It's like 30 bucks, right? And so I could just swap it out. And there we go. And I sign it with my wallet, and there we go. That's pretty cool, right? And then I can also participate in liquidity pools if I want to. Let's see, we could do BNB and cake, right? Because I just bought some cake, wherever that cake went. There. Oh, did it come in yet? Oh, it just took a minute. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. All right, I just swapped 1 BNB for 58 cake or whatever. All right, so let's do max. Hey, they're embarrassing me while I have company. Let's try that again. All right, let's go back to cake. All right. So if I want to add liquidity, I can add all the cake that I have right now, which is 58 cake, which is almost 1 BNB, right? I'll hit supply. I'm supplying liquidity. I'm depositing an equal amount of BNB and cake, equal value of BNB and cake, right? Almost 1 BNB, 58 cake, right? But it's approximately $60 worth of coins. Right, we'll hit supply, and they're going to give me 7 BNB cake pool tokens, LP tokens, liquidity pool tokens, right? We'll sign this transaction. They're cheap, right? They're not that much. We'll hit close. We'll wait a few minutes, and then we should have some liquidity deposited here. Now, supplying liquidity is a good way to earn passive income, but you have to realize that there's such a thing as impermanent loss. And impermanent loss can occur when either one of these coins goes way up or way down. So, and it's a little hard to explain, but quickly, if I were to take those coins and put them in this liquidity pool and earn fees on them, and then when I'm done, withdraw those and get like the fees that I earned, I might have made more money if I'd have just held Cake, because Cake mooned, right? And like went up like 3,000% or whatever, right? Then, had I held my Cake and sold right when I withdrew my liquidity, I would have made more money, right? And if Cake goes way down, also you can lose, right? So it's not there's no free lunch, right? You got to keep an eye on it, right? But the cool thing about Pancake is you can go over here to Farm. And you'll notice here the Cake BNB liquidity pool token. You can actually deposit your liquidity pool tokens and stake them and earn rewards on your liquidity pool tokens, right? Those 7 liquidity pool tokens, I can deposit those, hit confirm. Now, mind you, I'm kind of depositing them with someone else, but I'm doing it through a smart contract. So I am able to withdraw these at any time, right? And the code ensures that this is all going to work, right? There could be bugs in the code. Now, this one has been audited now. I don't think it was the first time I talked about it. But now I'm making a little extra money on farming my liquidity pool tokens. And then if I go over here to pools, you can see that I've got 2,000 Cake that's earning Cake. Cake pool earning Cake. Cake is earning Cake. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of new projects that come out here where you can deposit your Cake and earn like some new token that's just out. I remember I earned a bunch of Trust Wallet token when it first came out. And I got about $100 worth of Trust Wallet token now that I earned by staking Cake, right? So it's good passive income, right? And before I go, I would like to show you guys the Rarible website. Notice Rarible is telling me that I'm on the wrong network. That's because it connects to my MetaMask wallet. So I just need to go over to my MetaMask wallet and switch it back to the main Ethereum network, right? And then when I do that, you'll notice the balance changes. And then lo and behold, I'm on the Rarible website where I'm on the CryptoDad page, right? I'm connected to this wallet. All of these settings can be, when it was 30, okay. XRP, oh, okay. Juan Zayas, yeah, I think I got rid of my XRP when it was like 25. I was kind of sick. Maybe it was a little higher. Maybe it was 30. Yeah. When my wallet is connected, I can control all these settings, right? So any of these settings, if I want to change any of these preferences or descriptions, when I click update, I would sign those with my wallet, my MetaMask wallet. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and upload one NFT. NFT can be anything, right? If we go over here to the marketplace, you can see there's a lot of talented people that have a lot of digital art here that I could never reproduce. That's like totally cool. See, like they move, right? I think they're animated GIFs. I'm assuming that they are, but it's probably way beyond just an animated GIF, right? So some of these, this just looks like a regular piece of art. Pretty cool piece of art, right? But they're one-of-a-kind tokens that can be bought with your Ethereum wallet. So if I hit buy now or bid, I can like buy this piece of art, and it's a digital one-of-a-kind that I would store it in my Rarible account, right? You'll notice over here in my account these are tokens that I've created from my YouTube thumbnails. It's just as an example. On sale, right? We got collectibles here. Notice these other two are from Unstoppable Domains, because that is also an NFT. I'm not selling these, right? But I could take any piece of digital art, be it a GIF, a JPEG, or whatever. Say it was create collectible. I can create a one-of-a-kind digital piece of art. Now, I would assume that you should use original work that you've created, right? Let's go down to some of the old ones, right? I don't know where my Tor video is. I don't think I had, when I first posted my first YouTube video was about Tor, but I didn't know how to make thumbnails back then. So I didn't really have a thumbnail for that video, my very first video. That would be cool. So let's see. I don't see it. I know I created one after the fact. I don't know where it is. It's not there. Anyway, probably later I did one for Tor. I don't see it. Ah, there's one. All right, how to use Tor browser, right? That's just you know, a piece of art that I created, right? CryptoDad Tor. Oops. CryptoDad Tor. Oh, come on now. Right, and then thumbnail for CryptoDad Tor how-to video. All right. There's 10% royalty, which will be paid to me down the line, right? I can sell this item, and then the buyer can sell it to somebody else, but that royalty is built in on the network so that I'll always get a piece of every sale, kind of like being in a commercial or whatever. I still haven't figured out why I could see 0.0. See, I don't get this at all. I just create it and then add the price. I don't know why. Maybe somebody really sharp could just steal it from me while we're waiting. Right, so it waits for the NFT to deploy, I guess. This is taking a lot longer than usual. I did this video earlier and posted a few of these. Okay, I think it worked. Yeah, I think it worked. Should be coming up. Huh. We'll see. Usually that happens a lot quicker. Oh, while we're waiting for this, let's go back to this browser. And it tells me that that sale was complete. Let's go over here to our ledger. And come on. I don't know why Ledger is very poor at staying synced. I just have to say that. All right, let's go to accounts. Okay, there. Yeah, it's there now, right? I received $79 worth of Bitcoin. $79? I thought it was $100. What happened? Is that correct? 1943, yeah. I don't know. See, I'm not going to get all bent out of shape over that one. It's $20 difference. Maybe the price of Bitcoin fluctuated. But they said, right? They said they would send me 0.0041. Maybe it was my bad for agreeing to that price, right? Because they clearly stated that that was how much Bitcoin they were going to give me. Maybe I should have checked it and seen that it was only $78 worth of Bitcoin, right? Wasn't a very good deal. Sometimes the stable coins aren't worth what you think they're supposed to be worth. It's weird, especially on these swap exchanges. I would have done better if I'd have put my stable coin on Binance or Coinbase or Coinbase Pro. I would have got a better deal in the swap. But I did not have to go through KYC. Whoops. Oh, man. Didn't work. That's too bad. Let's try that again. Was this too long? Was that what that was? Maybe they just didn't like that I misspelled the word. Maybe it's just busy right now. I've had this problem before. I was kind of surprised earlier in the day when I did this with trouble-free. Everything seemed to be working so well. So maybe now, on Saturday night, it's like really full. And so the Ethereum network is overloaded. All right. So I'm showing you guys how to lose money tonight, if you like that. Okay, so like I said, there's so many people here tonight, and I know a lot of you were asking questions. I tried to get, yeah, it wasn't Tether, it was US dollar coin, right? A lot of you were asking questions, and oh, you can buy 1,000 Sparks for $1.35. Go get a bag full. Who knows? Spark tokens might, be the new Spark millionaires, right? They're going to be running around smoking cigars and laughing at us for not taking advantage of the airdrop. I guess this is not going to work. It's giving me trouble right now. I don't know if my network is down, wherever. My streaming seems to be okay, but we'll just have to pass this one up. But you can check out that video. I did a video on how to do Rarible. It's pretty cool. I think it's fun. Yeah, so I do have a Rarible video that I posted earlier, so you can check that one out. I'll go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. Too bad I couldn't show you how to do the Rarible thing. Don't forget, we do this every week, right? Where are we here? Well, I think we've wrapped up everything, right? Join me next week for the live stream, live from Michigan, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again. Look forward to seeing you, or I'll take your questions, do my very best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.